to 4 or 7:30 to 4 job that I have. That's Monday through Friday in accounting and finance, and I'm tired of sitting in my chair and looking at a computer all day long. So my goal is to grow this channel, obviously, but I also am very, very, very entrepreneurial. So I have all of these ideas of things that I can do to kind of fill in without sitting in my office chair and staring at a computer all day. So my very first idea, and this is series 1 out of, I don't know how many I'm going to have because I have lots of ideas, so you never know. But, and don't worry if you're worrying about me driving on the road. I'm on a very, very back road going to our cabin in northern Minnesota, and I haven't seen a car in probably 20 miles, so I never really see cars on this road. And I am not touching or holding anything. I'm just talking like I would if I was on the phone or the person next to me. And okay, so my first idea, this goes back about 25, actually more than that, 28 years ago. When I was the ripe old age of 18 or 19, I started a concession stand. Like I said, I'm very entrepreneurial. This concession stand or food stand that I had, I went to fairs and festivals and music concerts and and like one-day festivals. I did some big country music festivals. I was like very, very good at getting into these events, and I actually ordered a brand new trailer. And that many years ago, I think I paid $6,000 for it. I mean, like today, concession stands are $60,000 to $65,000 if you get them fully new and decked out. And I've been looking at used, and I don't know about that. So anyway, I made really good money. I sold cheese curds, and then on some drinks, there's a good profit margin on drinks. And when I couldn't sell cheese curds at certain events, I did blooming onions, and I don't know if you know what those are, but it's like you take a Vidalia onion, you have this special slicer, you slice it, and it like fans it out, and then you deep fry it, or you put this batter on it, and you deep fry it, and then you serve it with like ranch dressing or like a spicy mayonnaise dressing. Oh my gosh. And okay, I cried the whole time because the onions were so strong, but that was very labor intensive. It required many, many people to help me. And when I graduated from college, because I did that kind of all the way through college in the summers, I got a job, the steady full-time job that you sit in your chair, and I know a lot of people would absolutely love to sit in their chair, but I'm just not programmed that way. So I've been doing this for 25 years. When we had kids, I needed the steady job, steady paycheck, paying daycare, and all of those things. So I sold my concession stand to a lady that was going to do egg rolls, and I don't know if she ever was successful or not. I never really saw her after. And we live from a very small town in northern Minnesota, so you kind of think you know everybody, but she must not have been from there. So now, as I'm contemplating different things that I can do to bring in some side income outside of my YouTube channel or being a content creator for my outdoor show, some of the things I'm thinking of is substituting is a concession stand again. Now I'm super excited about this because I already know the ins and outs, and I know how to get into events, and I know what sells and what doesn't sell. That the concession business is very lucrative if you can get into events that don't have a lot of food vendors. It's also lucrative if you sell something that isn't in the norm, but you also still have to have norm, because that's what is going to sell, but you got to bring people in to your concession stand from with different ideas of things to eat, and so I am contemplating doing this. So I did find one trailer manufacturer that I absolutely love the trailer. It is a very unique trailer. It's an Instagram people are wanting to take pictures. Oh, we got a turkey. Do not come out onto the road, turkey. Oh, and it's going to. Okay. It'd be interesting to see if I see a bear today. I've been waiting to see a bear. The babies are out and about, and I just haven't seen a bear yet this year. Usually I see them a lot. And I always look behind me because sometimes they come out after I go by. So my concession stand idea, the base, if I go with this particular trailer, is about $40,000 by the time you add in all of the stainless steel. Plus you're going to have expenses of entry fees. And we have a very short season of festivals in Minnesota, so we're talking May through October. Nobody does anything after that. It would be parked. So that is the one really bad thing, is that I think that the time to make money is really short. So this would be more of a supplemental thing and not a full-time income replaceable gig for me, because we have a very short window, and I also still do work full-time. I also am very cognizant of the fact that I still have girls in college, and I want to spend time with my girls in the summer when they're still having time to spend a little bit of time with me. And most of this work is weekend work. So if I decide to go ahead and do this gig, now I have, like I said, this is a series, so I have a bunch of ideas I'm going to kind of go through, and I'm looking for your thoughts, my YouTube community's thoughts on if you have done this and what it has been successful for you or not. The main thing that I'm just a little bit worried about is because if I take out some of the weekends that I need to spend with my kids, and we have a very short lake season, so I want to make sure that I am not busy during probably last 3 weeks of July, first week of August. After that, everybody kind of goes back to college and is really busy. So we have some wineries around us, northern Minnesota wineries, that have some big events. I was looking at that. We've got some concert series that draw 8,000 to 10,000 people in a very small area without a lot of competition, and those are on Tuesday nights. So I was looking at potentially doing that. And then in September we have a lot of grape stomps and different types of. I've got one more intersection, and then I'm home free for a while. Grape stomps and different things, like some tastes of some of our small towns and things like that. So that's what I'm thinking. At first I ran across so for things to sell. So in Minnesota, the fairs and festivals are overloaded with cheese curds, plus I really don't want to deal with a lot of grease. So I was looking at a couple of different things. Mini donuts. Mini donuts always sell very well. That would be, kind of a staple. Fresh baked cookies is another one. Lemonade, coffee. And I need to figure out, I just don't think that the bigger foods have as much profit margin. And if they do, you have so much food waste. And then if you do burgers or sloppy joes or stuff like that, you have all of these buns, and if you don't sell them, you cannot refreeze this thing. My girls think ice cream is the way to go, the hand dipped ice cream. So in this truck that I'm looking at, the hand dipped ice cream looks absolutely amazing in this trailer that I'm looking at. So ice cream might be a thing, but keep in mind that in Minnesota it is freezing cold here a lot of the year except July and August. So I'm afraid I wouldn't sell enough ice cream to make it worth it. So those are my things. So profit wise, if anybody out there has a concession stand or knows or has had a concession stand, and I'm not talking food truck, I'm not talking a truck that you can drive around, I'm talking a food stand that you pull up to an event, you park and you sell during the event, and then you leave. The other thing I could use this trailer for is a new hot thing in Minnesota is parking the or the ice cream bar for their dessert for their wedding. Now, I'm a little concerned about this. This trailer that I'm looking at would be perfect for this, but I'm just a little concerned about being able to make that profitable. I think you're looking at maybe $1,500 for an evening. You'll probably work about 4 hours, but you're probably only going to net $600 by the time you get all of the ice cream paid for. So I'm just not 100% sure that is a good enough payback for a $40,000 stand. Plus, you're taking up, your Saturday nights where you could have that stand located somewhere where you could net out more than that. You got to remember that the focusing on the money side a little bit, because I am in finance and accounting, so I'm able to do a pretty good profit calculation on some of these things to kind of see what that looks like. But anyway, so if anybody in my community or anybody that watches this thinks that this is an awesome idea or has any advice or information on what the food stand business looks like in 2024, because remember I did this 25 years ago, and it doesn't seem like there's like an overabundance of people that do this. I mean, you see, like in our town, I have 3 or 4 people that I know that do this, but it doesn't seem like there's like an overabundance of people that actually, do this for a full-time income. So I just kind of wanted to see if anybody out there knew that, and if you do, if you could comment on this video and then let me know